Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, Taylor. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Slam, slam, slam.
Vic now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Look at me.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move, open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, C6, C6. Leo. He's checking. Hurry. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 90, go. Smooth.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Give me some. Here we go. Check 3.
Now a give right side. Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's it, baby.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check, crunch.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. It's on the ending. South off. You remember me. Let's go, baby. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the curl. 57's the mic. 57. You don't see me in your nightmare.
On third down, Vic.
Oh, that was me.
Incomplete.
Come on.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the third.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. For professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game.
Oh, let me through.
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's got room. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
61, matchbox flight. 5.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they championship round.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
It's a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on second down, Vick buying time. And he takes this way down to Cleveland territory.
I go up. He won't even let me reach my hand up.
Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards. On second down now. It's Taylor. And he takes it in run. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
He's checking crap. Alert 3, alert 3. Jim. Hey, box drop. Shoot.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Perfect. Good call. It.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Swift. And running room. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. 5. Go Mike 50. Look at me. Zipper. Mike 50. Squeeze. Coming after you. Bang. Roll out. Hey, orbit. Jump.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch the screen. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
No!
It's caught by OBJ. Well, this is going to
OBJ
depend on the
now.
spot.
Really?
It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks
Oh,
were.
and I missed that crowd.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Switch. 56. Mike, 56. Go. 56. Let's go, defense.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Vic readies to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Wow.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set on better for 3rd.
Let's get it. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Play 56. Mike 56. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the slant.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Here we go. Check.
They run with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 37-yard line.
Watch the run. 25. Check 4. Go.
2nd and 5 now. Vic escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
50 seconds.
Third and long for Vick. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive.
Oh, man, let me see that.
Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. His way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
No blocking, no nothing.
They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Let's go. Drop. Rock it. Rock it. Get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 65 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Oh, man, come on. That's
in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Out to his left. And
Gotta get it out high.
There, it's incomplete.
Coming.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A 2nd down throw for Vick. And that's going to be incomplete.
Man, I don't understand why
Good effort there, trying to take a
all
shot.
these balls
It's
need to be
3rd
picked,
down.
man.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
You're not ready. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You run. Check nickel. Hot seven.
On 3rd down, Vick.
No!
Looking left side, and it's complete.
Oh, my freaking gosh. That's such BS.
Play in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there.
Wow.
64 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
Wow.
Huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4.
Oh,
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had gotten a lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
50's the mark. Get that quarterback. Cover.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh,
and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes,
wow,
like a
really?
lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Got it. Mike 50. Hey, Mike 7. You got 3. Where'd it go?
They'll set up to throw.
And throw the ball.
Escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up. Nice ball. Drive on. Switch. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. Roll on. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. He's coming. Check him, check him. Stay with your man. Let's go, hey. Go. Heads, yeah. He don't know no better. Ball trot. Ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the eye. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. I got one. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Squeeze. You mine. Check.
Vic to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Switch gears. Switch gears.
They just get the play off. Now Vic. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This is taken at his 4th. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Twist on Travis. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Returnable for Grant. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down. It's Taylor. And he's got some space here. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Taylor. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Being chased at, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. You go tight. You got tight.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run. Chubb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Hey, Haywood!
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Watch the screen!